It's Max Power here again. So Van Jones of CNN just interviewed some black MAGA fans about their support for Trump now. Let's see what they have to say.
You weren't always a Republican.
No, actually, I come from a family that was like super Democratic. My first time voting, I voted Democrat. I voted for Joe Biden.
What about Trump appealed to you?
I mean, part of it is he's an asshole. I like authenticity.
I know plenty of assholes that shouldn't be anywhere near government. First time Seth Dawkins voted, it was for Joe Biden, and then he voted for Trump in the second term. So you saw all of the nonsense of the first term, and you said, yes, I want this guy. That's just, it's a non sequitur to me. It's an anathema for me to understand that. He did nothing to help anybody except himself.
You voted for Obama then you voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016, but 2020 you voted for Donald Trump. What made the change?
I began listening to someone, her name is Candace Owens, and I read her book, and it just opened my eyes to maybe he's not this person that I have been led to believe that he was.
She said that she voted for Trump because she started to listen to this person named Candace Owens. Ironically, even Candace Owens doesn't believe Candace Owens.
I never thought that I would see a day where I would be rooting for a university above Donald J. Trump and his administration. But I don't recognize his administration right now. I don't recognize what's happening. How could Trump suppress speech while pretending that you're not suppressing speech, while pretending that you're fighting DEI? It's so messy. It's so obvious. Everyone knows what you're doing. People who are still trying to grift, I suppose, are not willing to challenge you on this, which is ridiculous, because when you are out of office, we are going to have to live with these consequences. Our children are going to have to grow up in this America. If you think it's going to stop with college campuses, you're out of your mind. So you better buck up and root for Harvard University in this fight.
If you'll notice, she has flipped on Donald Trump, and it only took her 9 years to learn.
So you voted against Trump in 2016,
Yes.
but then in 2020 you voted for him?
Absolutely.
Why?
I saw how things were going during his first term, and I was pleasantly surprised, and I was pleased with what was happening. I saw the economy getting better. I saw country relations in certain countries getting better.
She doesn't engage at all with what Van said. She saw the economy get better. How, when, where, why. You didn't. Those are talking points that you heard from somewhere else. And I'm sorry, the relations that are getting better, none of them got better besides us and Russia. These are talking points. None of that stuff happened. They're in your head. But again, she doesn't engage with his question in the least bit.
What are some things that he's doing that you do like?
For me, I like the border. I just don't like the idea of someone coming here illegally and getting benefits that can serve my community.
If they took everything from every migrant here, no conservative is voting to give us anything, no matter the benefit. They voted against any benefit for any of us for decades on end at this point. Again, another incoherent point made.
When you think about the border, you think about people coming here who are getting more help than people who live here, who were born here.
Yeah, and I got that perspective not from news channels. I got it from social media. TikTok is like a holy grail.
You know, it's strange to think that someone, especially of our color, would form his whole political identity based on 30-second clips that are on an app. There's so much more to understand and learn about us and our system here that could better inform us. But no, his whole political identity is based on what he's seen on Instagram and on TikTok. It's just sad.
Donald Trump's team went in, they took down Harriet Tubman's picture for a quick minute. They're trying to knock out the black museums. What does that have to do with the price of eggs, and how does that impact you?
In some ways, it's a slap in the face. In other ways, I don't care. I care more about how I'm going to take care of my children.
I don't think the average American cares about that. I know I am sick and tired of seeing black people sit there and complain about something, but not taking action and steps to actually try to change things in an appropriate manner.
So the question was, what does taking down us in the White House have to do with the price of eggs? It's a slap in the face because they're actively attacking us. Her reaction is saying she's tired of black people that just want to complain. You mean the ones that point out the actions they take that are not in our favor? She should basically say, oh, hey guys, so our point is I don't have one.
Under the Trump and Biden administration, they came to certain agreements with police departments to be less brutal toward the black community. Trump has now ended all that. How does that help the black community?
I have a lot of issues with police reform and just with how police officers are treated as a whole. My husband is currently going through the process to become a police officer. the amount of hatred that cops get, even the best ones, I think has become a huge problem because it has been, especially around election times, when it definitely comes out of like, oh no, the cops are bad, the cops hate you because you're black, they're immediately deemed as evil.
It's treated so unfairly for cops. It's so hard on them while they're the ones armed and backed by the state. I don't know, these black conservatives will find a way to defend the cops no matter what. And it's against all the facts of the case. They'll call the cops a victim no matter what happened. They shot this 12-year-old boy playing with a toy in a park, and they shot him within seconds. But these black conservatives find a way to make the cop the victim no matter what. They don't engage with all the facts around the case. It's their job to say black people are the problem because we're lazy and we're violent. And again, she's nailing it. That's her job.
This man is talking about running for a third term. Now, what do you think about that?
This is a prime example of him trolling people because people have said, they're like, oh, if he gets in the office, he's gonna be a dictator. He's gonna try to run for a third term. So he's like, okay, y'all think I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna mess with y'all and say this to take y'all out.
I thought you loved this man because he's so authentic and he's such a
But you
truth
need
teller.
to know the difference between somebody trolling somebody, and this is a prime example of him being a troll.
Media literacy has to be part of our educational system at some point. Too much of us are easily controlled. It's a project of the Conservative Party for a long time now. They need us to not understand their goals, so they keep us as dumb as possible. Again, defunding the Department of Ed, that only helps them out in the long run. They don't want us to be able to think for ourselves. Yet these black conservatives look at the camera and they smile. So, what have we learned? Being a black conservative means you have to be willing to be slapped in the face all the time. Whether it's the rhetoric or even the policy, they're willing to slap you in the face, and you as a black conservative, you have to be able to take it, and then you got to turn around, you got to smile at everyone else. It's unfortunate, but it's also real. Candace Owens.